Hello, everybody. My name is Nzinga Imani, and I'm here with Ray Holiday.
Hey.
And Janae Bolden.
What's good?
And this is All Right So Boom, the podcast where we sit down with celebrity guests and talk a little bit about the beginning of their journeys. And today we have the young jock in the building. Young jock, how you doing today?
Man, I'm great, man. I feel great. Thank y'all for having me too.
Of course. We know you're a busy man. What you been up to lately?
Man, just working, man. Radio, TV, movies, and being a father and a husband.
Love that. I love that.
Philanthropist too. I can't leave that out.
Absolutely. Well, here at All Right So Boom, we like to start off by just talking about an experience you had with another celebrity that is something, everybody might not know about, something out of the ordinary, maybe wild, whatever, however you want to take it.
And an outrageous interaction.
Outrageous.
It's so
No pressure. No pressure.
I got a lot of those, man. Oh man.
We'll
we
take
got
two.
time. We got time.
All right, so boom, right? So it's a funny thing. It's two situations that happened with me and Gucci, man.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. So if you know anything about Gucci, Gucci like cars. Most what rapper doesn't. You know what I'm saying? I remember Gucci had this purple Vette. I don't know if you remember a while back. He had this purple Vette. And at that time, cats was just starting to learn how to, understand what the traction control was, turn off. So where Block Studio was on Maynard Terrace, right next to it was this big parking lot, a grocery store parking lot. So when they Gucci pull up, because we about to record and stuff, and he like, what we doing today? I'm like, shit, let's get into something. He like, man, I just want to go fast today. I'm like, what? What you mean? He like, man, I just want to go fast. Gucci hops in his car, go through the gate, go down in the parking lot. He's trying to do donuts in his car, and I'm like, I was lost for like 5 seconds. I was like, because I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't know.
Right.
So I was like, and he was like, man, I'm finna throw this shit away.
Oh.
I was like, what wrong with it? He like, man, this shit it ain't, man, everybody else shit fast. I paid money for this shit. I said, let me see what the deal is. So I looked in there, I said, come here, let me get right up. Hit the traction control, boop, hit it on manual. I said, boy, you gotta tilt Tronic. You gotta turn your, you know what I'm saying, your traction control, turn that shit off.
Got it.
So he was like, you gonna do it now? I said, shit, try it. Man, Gucci got that more, hit the gas. So he going crazy. I'm like, damn, because I didn't know the car was gonna do all that, right?
Right.
So the street right here, this at the top of the hill, is a parking lot, right?
Yeah.
Gucci hitting, he comes out in the street, hit the door. I'm
no.
like, oh shit, this nigga finna kill himself, you know what I'm saying? So he come like, he get down in the hill, and he just going crazy. What you could tell, he was like, I've been wanting to do this shit.
He took the
And I'm sitting at the top of the hill like a little kid, like, oh shit. And so, you ready?
Yeah.
It's at night. Nobody's out here but me and Gucci. No security, nobody else to witness this shit.
Yeah.
Except for the cameras, maybe. He coming toward me, he just smiling. Gucci got now had the grill in. And I'm sitting here like, damn, I ain't know the car was gonna do that, right? And as he's coming towards me, you can't see nothing but smoke and this purple Vette, this pretty ass Vette coming out the smoke. And I see lights flashing. I'm like, damn.
Ooh.
Well, he got someone on the back of the car that's giving, oh, that's the police. Go, hey, it's the police. They coming through the smoke. I'm like, oh shit. So I take out running. I try to run, jump in the car. Boom.
Oh my God.
Gucci come in. I don't know how he did it. I swear to y'all. To this day, I want to ask Wop, if you hear me, like just let me know how he did the shit. Jumps out the car. The car was moving. I'm telling you, he comes through the gate. Nigga jumps out the car. And the car is moving. The door closed. Boom. Car cut off. Swear to God. This nigga ran in the studio.
Wow.
I was so shocked. I forgot about the police. Bro, I'm looking at the vet like, what the f? Because it just parked. It parked. The door closed. The car shut off. The man ran in the building. I'm looking, the police run up on me. I'm like, oh. He's like, hey, freeze. I'm like, oh, shit.
No.
He was like, damn, it's a rapper. That's what he said. It's a rapper. I said, hey, man, listen, I'm sorry. He like, man, what the hell y'all doing? I said, look, officer, we work so hard, man. We always on the road.
Right.
We don't get a chance to play with our toys. I said, I didn't see us hurting anybody, you know what I'm saying? We in an empty parking lot. It's at night. We ain't making a lot of noise.
Right.
We ain't doing too much. He said, all right, he said, that shit was fast. Who was driving that? He said, who was driving that car? I said, man, I don't even know where the nigga
Right.
went. So me and the police, he standing there, he wanted to ask more questions.
Yeah.
Right.
But he know
Of
he
course.
talking to a rapper who
Right.
not finna. So he's sitting
Right.
out here with his hands on his hips. So I do
Oh.
it.
It's
not with
I
the
do
hands.
what
Oh,
he
he
doing.
comfortable.
I do it. He do it. I like shit. I'm trying to figure out how this nigga car parked himself and parked. So I go in the studio, right? I'm looking for this for 20 minutes. I'm like, Gucci.
He had.
I ain't saying nothing, dog. I'm looking through the. So I go. I like, we ain't got no windows. Nigga ain't talking about no windows.
Wait.
So I'm looking at the ceiling like the attic. There ain't no attic. I'm
ceiling.
like, where this nigga go?
Spider-Man.
I'm sitting there chilling. I'm calling his phone. He ain't answering. Intern come in. He said, hey, yeah, y'all going out of town tomorrow. I got to get some more T-shirts and stuff. Can I get over there in the office? I was like, yeah. So I opened the door. I said, go on in
He
there.
was in the office.
No, the not in the office. I haven't seen him. The intern opened the closet while the T-shirts. Gucci sweating like a all the plastic bags that the T-shirts in on. He in that bitch sweating, breathing hard.
Yo.
I'm like, bro, what the just like, I can't go back.
Right.
Right.
He
I can't
did
go
what
back.
needed
Right.
to be done.
Right.
The car was rolling. He was like coming to a stop.
Right.
So I'm thinking when he jumped out of the car, the shit finna run into the building.
Right.
The
Right.
goddamn door closed, the car paused and cut off. To this day, I don't know how that shit happened.
It's a special
Wow.
feature he had added that
That's
you
what's
didn't know.
up.
Yeah, for anybody else,
Didn't even know how to use a traction control, so I'm not going for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
True,
I'm
true,
not
true.
going.
It just slid into that's
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But you partially to blame though. You
it
took
is-
the training
it is
wheels
kinda
off.
your fault a little bit.
You did it. You did it. Okay. We just
Yeah, and just for anybody who sits
Shit
on the
was
couch
fun
in the
though.
future,
Shit was fun. Shit was so fun.
yeah, for anybody who sits on the couch in the future, you set the standard for the All Right So Boom.
This is very true.
storytelling.
Right.
Yeah,
This
is very,
that-
very
Yeah,
Running
true.
but that's
from the
one thing
Yeah,
I do.
tough.
I tell stories great because I see everything. So all the details, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna paint this vivid picture for you. You're gonna be like,
Perfect.
you'll damn near be like, yeah, I remember that. I was there.
I actually
I love
have
that.
that
You
vision
see,
of
I'm
the car
telling
just
was coming at me
like,
smiling. I see the gold teeth, and I see these lights coming from behind this car.
that is
Like,
hilarious.
I'm like, this thing got flashing light. Then I seen the police come through the smoke.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
wow.
We about to have fun today.
Right.
A lot. Like, yeah.
oh yeah.
I think it's safe to say that you are definitely a hometown hero.
I appreciate that, man.
About a couple of weeks ago, I was at the Soulja Boy concert.
Yeah.
It came out, Pandemonium. I was minding my business. About 2 weeks ago, I was at Boogaloo with some co-workers. It was your birthday. I was like, I can't get ready, John. I can't get
Yeah.
ready,
It be
John.
like
You
that.
know,
It be
every
like-
time I go get my nails done, your shop is like two
Hey,
doors
man,
down.
it be like that, man.
When I met Ronnie DeVoe from Belle Biv DeVoe,
Yeah.
I asked him, how did it feel to have a song like Poison? And you know, as a DJ, if you are playing a 90s set, you have to play Poison, or
Right.
you're not a real DJ. So in the same sense, if you're playing a Southern set, if you're playing a down South set, you have to play It's Going Down.
Right.
When you were recording the song, did you feel like it was going to be that?
What it became.
Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
because this was a case of rapper,
Yeah.
producer,
Yeah.
right? And we've been saying for weeks and weeks, we're gonna get in, we're gonna get in, we're gonna get in.
Got it.
And so when me and Nitty sitting there, you know, he like, so what you want? I'm like, I want the shit you do.
Right.
Right.
Give me some
And
shit that I
Nitty
could
beat.
have fun to, right?
Right.
Right.
So he like, all right, he going through some sound. It was the quickest beat ever. I swear to God. He was like,
Literally the whole process.
He just kept hitting that shit. I was like, what is this? He said, you play some shit. Like, what you, and his shit just said, was it moving? We were just like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So then by the time he did it, I was like, oh, that shit, I feel kind of good. I didn't hear Smash yet because the concept had not been laid. So
Got it.
I was just like, all right. So this one, this was that moment as an artist, you know, everybody, you know, you try to recollect on that moment.
Yeah.
All right, so boom.
Got
This the all right, so boom moment.
it.
Yeah.
He gets up, he like, hey, dog, come here. And it was like, I got a secret to tell you type.
Right.
Come here. I'm like, what's going on? We step outside the door. He like, you hear that shit enough? yeah. He said, it's a problem. I was like, okay, can we finish this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
so I go back in there and I'm just listening. I'm like, can I get a hi-hat? So him and Chino, nah, you don't need no hi-hat. I said, man, what rap song you heard that don't have a hi-hat in it?
Right.
So if you go back and listen, it's no fucking hi-hats in this record. You don't realize it till now that I say this, people gonna be like, damn,
Right,
now
right.
the next 5 hits gonna have no hi-hats and type shit.
Right.
So, he was like, what you gonna do on it?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, shit, I don't know, cause snap sound like this, and crunk sound like that. I was like, he was like, man, you gotta have a distinct sound. And I was sitting there, so because I was in the chorus, I was in the choir, I played instrument, I played saxophone, alto, and tenor. I played the snare drum and the tenor drum. People don't know that shit, but so
Now they do.
I could
Yeah.
hear this shit, and I was just
Yeah.
like, so I let my tone, the tenor in my voice
Get it.
match. Dun, 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 dun. So I was like, and it was almost like the 5 Heartbeats moment.
Right.
It was like, more.
That's it.
Right.
Well,
right.
that's it.
More of that.
No, it was really that. I was like, damn, calm down. Like, we ain't even hit the shit yet. So we actually started doing the verse.
Oh wow.
No hook. No hook. That was like, all right, this it. Stop.
Right.
Let it breathe. Let it rest. I was like, all right. So like, you gotta come back with a hook. You gotta go work on the hook. I was like, all right. So I'm sitting there, damn near Indian style, looking at the news. It was Hurricane Katrina had hit.
Oh.
And I'm sitting there like, damn. And I'm starting thinking of all the people that I could think of in New Orleans.
Right.
Juvenile popped in my head. I said, damn, what would Juvie do? It's going down. So if you listen to it, I started, it was like an ode to Juvie's style, you know what I'm saying? So it was, it's going down.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, it's going down. So when I went to the studio, was like, what?
Right.
Yeah, okay. So boom, 5 Heartbeats moment again. So what you got? Give me more. So I was like,
Hey.
Right.
meet me in the trap. That was like, I was like, it's going down. Like add the little part on it.
Right.
And shit, that was, man. And it was interesting because people was coming in the studio. You know how the shit go, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of an artist or some
Right.
kind of way. I
Yeah.
produce or I'm a publicist, I manage.
Yeah.
I'm the homie. I roll the blunts type niggas. Is,
right.
And niggas is coming in like, who that? It was the sense of urgency was like, who are that?
Right.
And I'm sitting in the corner, cool. You know, I'm real chill.
Right.
So I'm sitting there like this, like, that's you? Looking around every time, they like, that's you? And I'm just like, yeah, like, they looking at Nitty like, and that was the beginning of the rollout of Young Jock.
Wow.
That was dope.
Yeah.
That was super, super dope.
So we all know what happened after that point.
Right.
It became huge to the point where we had people like Tom Cruise doing the dance.
Yeah.
What was the moment when you knew you had arrived?
Excuse me. Pardon me while I pop. Had
Got it.
Tom Cruise before the views doing the job. That's just what it was because it was and I've told this story a few times, but never really on big platforms or anything like this. And it was such a bittersweet moment for me because the record was already going and going and going, and the video had not really dropped yet, and I was on tour with Tip. And so, it was interesting because that's the night Falant died. Tip's
Oh
best friend.
no, I remember that when Phil died.
So boom. As we're going back to the club, because the crazy thing is, like, I could have been in that van with Tip. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Phil and Clay. Because when all that shit went down, like as it was going down, I was already off the stage. And, respectfully, I was looking at Tip. I was like, bro, I think we need to
Move.
Right.
I think we need to just go on and get out of here. And that night I was on the stage, so I'm having a good time. This shit is crazy. And Tip like, I feel somebody tapping me, but I'm just having so much fun. The crowd, so it was just, you know, it was almost, and I hate to have to use this phrase, it was almost too good to be true. It was just so damn perfect, bro.
Like
Like, God, this shit, I like, damn, what this shit finna
That
be.
energy, yeah, that
Right,
energy where you can feel the
And,
energy.
and so I feel somebody, and I see the people like, and I'm like, what? And it's Tip. And I'm like, usually I get on stage with you, my boy, and tonight you got on stage with me. So it was like, man, I love this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? And we was kicking it. So I kind of faded to the back. Tip whispered, he said, hey, I got drinks and shit over there. I got, I got whatever, you know, help you up. I'm like, bet. But I'm like, shit, I ain't getting out this day with you. I'm that looker, nigga. Nigga, I'm up here with Tip. You feel me?
Right.
And I just remember before we walked in that club that night, it was a group of guys, all black. And when they walked in, it was like a cloud. And you know, this ain't nothing to nobody, but it was like a dark cloud because it was an all black, and none of them got searched.
Got it.
And I see shit like that, so I was just looking, and I just remember as they was walking in, Phil called my phone because for some odd reason I was able to just get shit in cities that maybe they weren't able to get. Tip was busy working.
Got it.
Phil is right hand man. He moving. So you know, you Tip, you can't be with no talking about pull up on me, sir.
Right.
No gas and then.
Yeah.
But for me, you know, all the with the weed, they instantly like, hey, my boy, anything you need.
Yeah.
So Phil had hit me to get some weed and shit, and I remember seeing him again, and then when he got there, he hit me. I was like, yeah, I took that woo woo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I had our, you know, it was, you know, because me and Phil went to Usher Middle School together.
Got it.
All right, and so I just remember about to walk off the stage, and it was a commotion behind me, behind us.
Yeah.
And when I look back, it was going crazy back there. Like, man, what? I was like, oh no. And so the Tip security was kind of like, you know, like, whoa, my boy. And I'm making the fuck out of me. So when I'm looking, I'm like, what's going on? Like, what happened? It's such a great moment. The projects is right behind this club we had. And these is like street. So felt like this is my house. I could do what I want to do type shit. You know, be like, hey, hold up, you don't know who I am. No, we don't.
Right.
They didn't know.
They didn't.
Instantly, Tip stopped what he was doing and tried to be the bigger man and calm the shit down.
Right.
You know,
Diffuse the
de-escalated,
situation.
and it appeared that that was what was happening.
Got it.
Then I'm like, man, these niggas putting their hands on me. I'm rich. Until like, hey, my respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Apologies, all apologies, you know.
Wow.
Because he really handled it right. Tip, I could say this. He handled it right. I was right there.
Right.
He did nothing wrong in that instance.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes when is embarrassed,
It's that pride.
they
that
don't know how to let it just be.
Yeah.
Because at that moment, we could have created a dope ally. Because he could have been like, all right, man, I'm such and such, man. You know, I ain't no disrespect, you man. But dude didn't do that.
Right.
So when Tip, being a gentleman and a gangster that he was being at the moment, and when I say gangster, I mean just the persona, being G about it, he extended his hand.
Got it.
This was the peace treaty.
Yeah.
And when bro said, yeah, all right, yeah, cool.
Ooh.
You know, the very moment I saw that shit, I was like, no, hell no, this shit ain't over. He hurt about this. So I was like, I looked at my security. I said, shit.
Time to go.
Yeah, time
right?
to
Because I'm thinking Tip reading that too.
Right, right.
And I feel like he did, but he felt like it was calm. It was dead. So when we was walking away, Pee Wee went on through the goddamn. We're going down to the crowd. He was standing at the bottom steps. So I told Tip, I said, shit, bro, we need to go and leave out there. And Tip like, bro, look, I got on all this jury. I ain't walking through that crowd.
Right.
And I looked at his jury and I looked at my jury. I'm like, all right, okay.
We're not walking through that.
Respectfully.
Not today.
I ain't got that yet. I'm going through the crowd, bro. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm going through the crowd, my team going this way, Tip go back to his section.
Got it.
Now, as I'm walking out, I'm like, damn, man, I want brother to come on. Then I hear this get on the mic, man, fuck this shit. Fuck your hustle. My hustle grand too. And I was like, oh, no. And I'm like, why the DJ letting the say this shit?
Exactly.
I'm like, DJ, cut the mic.
Yeah.
The DJ like, shit, I live here, so I didn't run this shit kind of And I was looking, I'm like, damn, Tilt being a G, well, cool, man. And they over there and did Tilt like that, and that shit, he just did him like that.
Yeah.
That was very disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? It was very like what it turned out to be, you know what I'm saying? So by the time he was doing it, I was going through the door, you could hear that shit like, oh. I was like, hey, I had to tell my team, look, boy,
Yeah.
I'm just popping in Atlanta. I ain't even
Yeah.
got on yet. But we can't be up here and on
Yeah.
fight with Tip.
Right,
Cause
right.
my
Right.
career be over with, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Man,
Oh wow.
I said, grab the pool sticks,
Mm.
take your sock off, put a pool ball in that motherfucker. You seen them come through the door, boom. I'm like, oh shit. They go back through the door and you can hear it's a wall in between. You can hear the shit coming down the wall. I'm like, bro, we need to get out of here.
Right.
When we get to the door, my van is right there, but nobody could find the key. The guy who valeted our key, he said we could. He had to take the key to security because we was in the fire lane. So when them came out the door, I saw Phil,
Got it.
I saw Clay. Everybody like, hey, bro, you need to come with us.
Right.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get the fuck on,
Right,
because the
right.
van was stuck.
Right.
And I said, I can't leave my team.
Got it.
So I ran. So you know, they pulled me back in. They hopped in. Love you, seen the club. So this is the. I know I made it a long story,
No, we get it.
but this is what I meant by the bittersweet moment.
Mm-hmm.
So after everything had escalated, and Phil lost his life.
Yeah.
You know, my van was still at that club, so I was on my tour bus.
Got it.
So on the tour bus, I had to go back to the club that next day
To get the van.
to get the van.
Yeah.
So in the process of going to the club, I just wanted to sleep this nightmare away because I could
Yeah.
only imagine what Tip was going through.
Right.
The whole Grand Hustle family shit was
Yeah.
just it was senseless.
Yeah.
Tragedy.
And as we going back, I'm looking at BET on the bus. My mama calling, baby, you okay? I'm like, yeah. And I'm seeing Tom Cruise. I'm like, oh shit.
Wow.
Tom Cruise. And as Tom Cruise is doing this dance, I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. I'm just thinking about all the turmoil going on. And we passed in the van on the highway. Tipped the van because it was still out there for it was under it was investigating. So at this moment of I'm having the biggest moment
Of your-
the jump off initially as a
As an
artist, and
Got
I'm seeing my man, the shit was shot up, and it just really affected me, and it taught me a lot. That's why I'm always a peacemaker in a lot of situations, and I'm always chill. That's why that's why it took later on people started seeing how silly I was.
Yeah.
Because I realized, man, everybody not fond of that
Yeah.
silly shit.
Very true. Right.
So that's why people didn't realize that till I got on TV.
Got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Got
saying?
it.
If
Got
you
it.
knew me, you knew.
Right. But
But
if you
yeah,
didn't,
that was my, like, I'm on now. But at the same time, that was God letting me know, like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you this.
Right.
But also I want you to understand what all could come with it.
That's very true.
It's
Yeah.
like a balance, and it's a
Yeah.
heavy balance.
Yeah.
But you gotta be prepared for it, because sometimes you really will get what you ask for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry for taking the long way. That's
Oh,
No,
no, we get it.
good.
We
This
get
is
it.
what we're
we
here
get it.
for.
Well,
Yeah.
power comes with
Yeah.
great
Story.
responsibility.
Yeah, man, for
Yeah.
real.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man, rest in peace to Phil and Clay, man. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Tip, man, because Tip was, Tip let me go on that tour with him, man. And I just remember going out there, and all I had was just going down. Because people was not feeling, I know you see it yet.
Got it.
Like, I know you see it. Niggas like,
That's the vibe, though.
It was an any, mini, money, but it took
Yeah.
a minute. It
it
took
took
a minute.
Yeah.
but after
It was
that,
the eeny, meeny,
but
It was the
miny.
any, mini, money, but it took a minute.
Really? That
But
was my
but
favorite
Yeah.
part.
Was it?
Any,
Yeah.
many, mighty, mo.
mo.
Because I'm pointing to the women. At first, niggas didn't.
Yeah.
But,
Oh,
but
wow.
after that tour,
Oh yeah, they got it.
shit, it was all gas, no brakes.
Right. And how many kids you got?
I'm sorry.
What?
that transition. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
You missed
Come
that
again?
part.
Wait,
You
and he
said
was pointing
eeny,
to the
meeny,
women?
miny,
So you-
mo.
Come again?
Yes. And he said after that, it was the sky was the limit.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah,
said
it's still the
that's when
limit.
the kids start rolling in.
Oh, Lord.
Shit. Nah, I got 9 kids. Yeah.
Got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
What a
beautiful.
blessing.
Yeah, I've been doing my job. I've
Be
been
fruitful and
fruitful.
multiply.
You feel
That's
me?
beautiful.
Yeah.
You spoke on how, people didn't get to see your personality till later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how you feel, the pros and cons to being on reality TV.
Yeah.
What do you feel like was a pro in that situation?
Shit. I was 25 when I made this going down, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, so boom.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 25 years to come with a hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can make your ass laugh in 1 second.
Mm.
And I get paid to make people laugh.
Mm.
So for me, my pro was, I know how to do this shit.
Yeah.
Right.
So do more of it.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Now the cons definitely come with, some of the people you may have to be associated with.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The franchise itself.
Absolutely.
The concept of reality TV at that time. Because
Absolutely.
it was like,
Yeah.
It was
bruh, don't go on that show, bro. This
Right.
you're gonna be really over with.
right.
And when I hear really over with, because at that time, you remember, reality TV was like, hey man,
yeah.
the only position we got left is the graveyard shift. You going out there and work overnight.
Right.
But you've heard the saying, you take lemons and you make lemonade.
Yeah.
Well, I made lemonade,
Definitely.
goddamn lemon pound cake.
Right.
I just tried to make the best of it. So for some, the pros would be to, because think about this, you don't realize, but as the song gets older and older, the audience gets older with it. But
That's
there's a
true.
younger generation who they heard it, but they not in love with it like they
right.
That's a fact.
They
That's
don't
a
have
fact.
those core memories.
Got it.
So when you talking reality TV, I could stand right here outside, and you as just a rapper, you might have the youngins run up to you. They know you, they know your name, they know everything, they know about what you wearing because they wearing the shit. But when that reality TV look come, I get a baby, I get a grandmama, I get an adolescent, I get a fine ass 30, 35-year-old, I get a grown ass 47, 50-year-old, and everybody like, oh my God, I just love you. Can I get a picture?
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to ask you, with that, doing that particular franchise, do you ever feel like you were the victim of the edit room, the editing?
All right, so boom. In my time, being a very inquisitive person, even as a child, I always watch things, and my wife gets upset with me now because if you ever around me and I play something like on IG or something, I let that shit loop 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And she be like, hey man,
We heard it.
we heard, turn this shit off,
Right.
man. My wife has to be like, Josh, what the fuck? I'm like,
Right.
okay, my bad.
Right.
Because I understand repetitive
Got it.
shit. You know what I'm saying? The more I hear it, the more I know it. That's
Yeah.
why I could be around you in 2 days. I could imitate the shit out you. They'll be like, man, you got him spot on. Because I'm very inquisitive. I want to know how things work. So I'm like, what make him funny? Or what make him seem so intellectual? Then I got down. Like,
Okay, period.
see what I'm saying? So
I'd like to see it. Okay.
So I always had the notion of they could only use what you give them.
Copy. Right. Right. That's very true.
So I always made sure that when I'm in a space, I'm not just in a space, like I'm in a space and I'm not in tune with reality.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm always in tune with reality, even in reality
Even
TV.
in reality.
And what that means is, with these cameras right here, right now we right here look cool, right? We cool and shit.
right.
We
We
doing it, you know what I'm saying? All right, so
Yeah,
boom, right?
Yeah.
But it's somebody gonna be on the other side of this camera watching.
Absolutely.
And I'm mindful of that.
Yes.
So even in the editing room, I might say 2 or 3 things over and over, and I might piss you off in the scene, like, you keep saying it, because I want to make sure they get that.
Yeah.
Right.
And then sometimes I will say the editing room has been a hero for job. You know why?
Okay.
Because it's some shit that I ain't even realize I did. My facial expressions.
Got it.
That's why I've won in reality TV.
Very
Body
true.
language, that
Oh, yeah.
body language
Very
and facial
expressive.
expression.
Yeah.
Because
So,
sometimes when we watching some shit and we say,
It's happening.
what? Like you watch some shit, like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm in the scene with you and you say some shit that I know gonna make somebody at home say,
Right.
what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
What?
Yeah. Be the
Got
voice
it.
for the
And you
people.
gonna relate to me, you gonna be like, man, I f with bro. Bro, I get it, you know.
Yeah.
I felt the same way. Yeah.
Now, you know, there was that one time, I ain't gonna even really get on it, but
Uh-oh.
the little bit with Stevie J, they pulled the little trick move on me. Me and this man both, I lost the bet, but he
Got it.
lost the bet too.
Got it.
So like, all right, we're gonna do this shit, man. And at the end of it, we're gonna be homies. We're gonna have beers, toast, laugh about this shit,
Right.
and go on about our day.
Got it.
Put this dress on.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, no. I was like, nah. But then it was so funny because it was so fun. I was like, man, this shit crazy. I don't give a fuck about what nobody think about me. Because I'm
Absolutely.
just gonna be me. I don't care.
Right.
When I die, I'm going in that box by myself. So I don't
Absolutely.
care. So I was like, all right, man, come on. So we put the dress on. I'm like, we finna do this shit. He's like, F it, man, a deal's a
bet is a
deal.
bet.
Right.
Deal is a
I'm
deal.
like, nah. Nah. So this get in his van, I get in my van. We drive literally from here to there and get out. Just get out without his. I'm like, I was like, ooh.
Oh, wow.
You fell for the banana in the tailpipe.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Don't get mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finish out what you got now. Execute your task.
Right.
It's gonna give you a lot of backlash, but everybody gonna know your name.
That's true.
I didn't want to do that. I didn't want you to know my name by that.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
You know, cause it's a lot of disconnected with me on that.
Got it.
It's like Ja.
Yeah. That was
Because it's so many, like,
Yeah.
like,
That's a lot
like,
of
like,
questions.
let's be for real.
yes.
It's moments you don't look at somebody and be like, damn, I want to ask you so much shit, bro. I don't
Right.
know.
I
So
don't
just
even
be
know where to
like,
start.
Just pause.
my boy, hey,
Go ahead and dap him up.
okay, what's up, boy? You all right?
Right. So are you?
Because don't know where
Yeah.
you
Right.
coming from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But then the what I've learned is maintenance.
Mm.
Maintenance is key.
It is.
A lot of people don't understand it. That's why you be like, man, you used to be so. Somebody be so man, we
Yeah.
f- with you.
Yeah.
Now
Right.
you just like, oh,
Right.
don't even be out in the way.
Right.
Okay, so as an OG in this, you've been doing it for a long time.
Day one, right?
Uh-huh.
Right.
Still a part of the original cast.
What advice would you give to someone younger who's looking to get into, whether
That
it's
space,
yeah.
man, stand on who you are. Stand on anything you believe in. I don't, hey man, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But what I would say is, I always know that it's somebody watching who needs something you have.
Right.
It's true.
Don't be selfish.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
Give your honesty. Be
Mm,
transparent. Don't be afraid to be vocal.
mm.
And then, and in the same breath, I'm gonna say, don't try to emulate what you've already seen happen in this space. Like you ever notice when you get the new cast member, they always ready to fight off rip.
Right.
Right off the rep.
Because in their mind,
In
some
their
of the
mind,
big, some
that's
of the
what they gotta
biggest
do.
Yeah.
from these
They think they gotta
platforms
shake the
Yeah,
table.
had to do that.
Yeah.
But they don't understand some of the biggest was jumping in this space, not understanding where
Right,
their career was
yes.
going
Right.
at that moment.
Right.
You know what I'm
right,
trying to say?
Right.
Like
So
right now, like
it's a
everybody in
vibe.
this room, y'all might be good. I don't know who's well off and who's not.
Right.
But if you found out next week that this shit finna get picked up and y'all finna get $100 million deal, I'm like, oh shit, I ain't know.
Right.
So in that moment where some of these the talent or some of these people
Yeah.
was going through their moment, they
Right.
didn't know they
They
was
had
about
no
to be this
idea.
big.
Yeah.
They didn't
Right.
know this shit was gonna
Right.
propel them. All they
Yeah.
know is,
True.
man, I'm fighting for my goddamn title, man. I'm trying to
Right.
get a check. These
Right.
folks trying to pay me 1,500 episodes, bitch.
yeah.
I'm finna box.
Trying to
Right.
ah,
I'm trying to
For
keep
real.
that check.
But they
Yeah.
don't. So that's why after a while you see the ones who had to do that to get on.
Absolutely.
They ain't doing that shit
They
no
not
more.
doing
They
that.
like
They
that
get
because
it.
they cringe when they look
Got it.
back and they say like,
Yeah.
I ain't
right.
going like no, but damn.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would say don't instantly jump to that because you think that's what's gonna get you there. Stop being so defensive. Allow like bait
Yeah.
people. Whenever I feel like whenever I'm in a scene with somebody, it is a performance one, but two, it's a competition, and it's not about me and you,
Right.
but it's about you and I
Mm-hmm.
figuring out how to make the best entertainment for who's ever watching.
Yeah. How to keep them watching.
We don't have to fight.
Right.
Cause I'm telling you now, don't put your hands on me.
Right.
Don't
Right.
throw no goddamn water in my face.
Right.
Right.
Cause that shit, that is like,
Yeah.
Right.
Don't do
I
that.
mean, it's like spitting on you. Like,
Yeah,
like
it
the
is.
whole-
It's
Yeah.
very
It really is.
disrespectful.
It's very
There's not,
disrespectful.
there's not
Cause
much
I
more
ain't grow up like
disrespectful.
that. We
Right.
ain't like
Yeah.
I ain't
Right.
just been out and about and like, oh my gosh, she hit him with the water.
Right.
Like, so that
That's
shit was
not-
new.
We're
It's
not
like,
doing
oh.
that.
So then you start seeing people, that's what they do. And it's like, nah,
Yeah.
chill. So
Yeah.
I would say if you go into that space, the realm of reality TV, man, just be mindful that you're gonna have to look back at this shit one day. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. That's just what I'm gonna tell you.
Well, we thank you for your time. This has been
Absolutely.
a
I done
great.
talked all the
It's
time.
been
boy.
No, we
Hey.
appreciate it. We appreciate it. This has been
Hey.
fun. We appreciate you,
goodness.
Young Jock, so much for your time.
Thank you.
Truly, this has been an honor. And this has been All Right So Boom. I'm Nzinga Imani here with Ray Holiday
Hey.
and Janae Bolden.
Yes, yes.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Check us out on Bossip.com.